Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Shier and the Shed with myself, James Hollingshead, and the good man himself, Justin Shier. This is episode, I'm not even going to say the episode number no more because we've kind of lost count, but thank you for tuning in. And we are here. He is in, where are you right now?
I'm in the lovely United States here in Oregon.
Yep. And I am in lovely Cheltenham in the UK. So we have a coverage of the globe right now. We're either side of the space. But yeah, it's been a few days. We haven't had a chat for a while.
Been a while.
We talk on WhatsApp, but we keep it brief because we kind of save our conversations for on here so we can have a good long conversation.
Yeah. And you know what else? I think you and I kind of talked about this when I was in prep. You were like, hey, man, I know you're deep in it, so I just kind of let you do your thing. And if you want to chat, you'll reach out. Otherwise, we just kind of, we know the situation. We know that you're kind of deep in the diet.
I'm balls deep now. I'm balls deep. I'm pretty balls deep.
You are. Well, speaking of balls deep, I mean, that video you posted the other day, that was a nice little thirst trap showing us your butt cheeks.
Dude, listen, let me just go into that a little quick. I was in the gym and I was like, you know what? I'm all for the clicks right now. I don't care. I'm all for the clicks right now. Whatever it takes to get people to have a look. And I did a set first with my shorts on, and then I went to Adrian, the owner of the gym. I was like, you know what? I'm going to take this a step further. And I did a set with my Y fronts on, and it may be to your taste and it may not, but either way, I don't mind, and I had fun doing it. And you know what, people, you just do what you do, innit? And if you don't like it, you don't have to watch. If you do like it, you do watch.
I think the people, where are we at here? Is this
the one on the right? It's the one. Look, the one on the right.
There we go. Oh, it's a beauty.
Listen, guys, I was impressed with the back, and then I thought, you know what, let's have a look at the tush, and then I just got it all out. There's no balls.
It, dude.
Can't see no balls. No fanny flaps.
You're just giving us what we want, all of what we want, and nothing that we don't.
The thing is with Instagram, obviously, let's be honest, we know how it works, and certain things get so much more viewership, and I just wanted to bring a bit of attention to my page, especially because we had a big deal going on at ESN. So I was like, you know what? Let's just get a few faces in here so they can see the deal. So,
I love it,
and I'll be real. I'm really kind of pleased with how the physique's holding up. So for me, it's like also to look at, and I could keep it private, but what's the point, man? I've got friends on here and stuff that I like to show stuff. Yeah. And if it's not to your taste, I'm sorry. Yeah.
But don't care.
Yeah, that was actually at the end of a back day. So you notice I'm doing RDLs. So sometimes I switch between RDL and like conventional kind of Dorian deadlift. Just as long as I'm hip hinging of some sort. So yeah, man, it's been an interesting week of training. Some adjustments made to the plan. Again, apologies on the last episode because you'll see at the end where I actually like have to cut it a little bit short because I was having a hypo. Obviously, had my meals, but the body's pretty sensitive right now. So it was just one of them things that happens in bodybuilding. Justin will tell you, sometimes you can't keep on top of that blood sugar. And I had a little bit of a crash last week and I was like, damn, I've got to go. My tongue went numb and fuzzy and it lasted for about an hour. My meal tasted like shit. I couldn't even taste it. You know, when you have the meal after hypo. Yeah. So I was so disappointed because that meal has good, it was a high day and it had bread in it and I wanted to taste the bread.
Oh man.
So yeah.
It's funny. I have a client who's he's like 3 weeks out at this point, and he's like, you could tell it's like his first time going hypo on cardio. Maybe he's 4 weeks out, and he goes, "Hey man, I'm kind of sweating weird, and I feel a little funky. It was almost like I'm high. Is that okay, or do I need to stop?" I was like, "Nah, bro, just like fucking lean into that. Yeah, you feel that little bit of a buzz. You know, when you're doing cardio, you almost feel like you're getting a head high from going hypo.
There's levels of hypo, you know. There's ones where you're sitting still and it's happening, you know there's a problem. There's those, because natural hypos you will come out of. And you only need a little bit of carbohydrate to get out of a hypo, literally like 20 to 30 grams. I think 30 grams is like the medical amount that you literally can take out of hypo, but you have to just give it time. Because a lot of people, what they do when they're having a hypo, obviously their response is just to stuff their face. Because that's what it makes you feel
until it goes away. Instead of eating and then waiting for it to go.
Honestly, if you had a large glass of orange juice and sat there for like 5 minutes, I promise you it would pass. So if you don't want to bust your calories for the day and mess up with that part of your diet, just have 30 grams of carbohydrates and allocate them elsewhere and you'll be fine. So that's what happened that day.
Yeah, but you know what? I feel like during a contest prep, I don't know about you, when I start feeling that little bit of hypo, like on the stepper or the bike, I like it. I want to feel it. That to me,
and again, you know how severe it is. You know whether it's going to be one of them ones that's going to actually put you down or not.
Of course.
The ones that happen during cardio, because you're expending, they tend to not be as aggressive.
Yeah.
It's the ones when you're like, you know, like you're sitting there and you're having a conversation and all of a sudden you're like,
oh no, you were on the verge of passing out.
I was like, oh shit, I gotta go, guys. I was like, oh damn. Yeah. So
before we get too far into this, I have a client and I want to I want to bring this up.
I'm going to reply to live on there to the person that's helping me.
Yeah,
I'm
no
just
problem.
podcasting at the moment, but I'm going to check it out. I'm going to look as soon as I'm done. And we're going to have to get you on this podcast as well.
That would be good.
He's a very intelligent man.
This is my client. He recently tore his bicep, so he's trying to raise some money. The kid has no insurance. He's just a hardworking young kid who loves bodybuilding, and unfortunately tore his bicep. And of course, it happened moving furniture. It had nothing to do with the gym. It was just, you know, some silly thing.
This is the sad thing about the one thing about the States when it comes to injuries and stuff. Like, it's quite hard to fund stuff like that. Whereas here, the NHS, like, you get a bicep tear, you can get it pretty much sorted, I believe.
My client, Dane Thor, good
Again,
kid.
don't. If you can't, don't. But if you can and you want to help, then do. That's what I always say.
Of course, yeah. If you're in a position to help.
Yeah, if you're not, don't put yourself in a problematic state.
Yeah,
you know, because charity does start at home, but you've got to, if you do help, if you can help, you should. Because I always try to help people if I can, because I'm fortunately one of them people that seem to be able to. So,
all right, let's look at this. Do you have any questions?
It's funny you say that because this guy Gary just said, "Can we feature some upcoming bodybuilders?" Well, there's one there, but this time we need you to kind of give him a hand physically.
I've got one that just says post-show binging prevention strategies. I actually made a little bit of a post about this because, dude, I'm a foodie. I fucking love eating food. My wife and I love going out and having food. I love.
If you are literally a foodie, it's harder. If you're not a foodie, then it's not that hard. But
it's really tough because I'm a foodie, man. I love my cookies and snacks and ice cream and fucking pizza and burgers. I love it. So when coming out of the show,
I'm going to say this as well before. It's harder in America, dude, because you've got so much shit advertised to you. Because like every advert on the radio is either pharmacy or food.
Dude, it's fucking nonstop. You're completely.
We don't have that here. It's not like that here.
Yeah.
There's no food adverts on the radio here.
Really?
None.
It should be. Yeah. Well, it's fucking endless here. It's all you see. But I'm still enjoying the food that I want. And I made a post about this. Like, it was this just one instance. It was Jasmine's birthday. She wanted donuts for her birthday. So we got donuts in the morning on her birthday. Well, I ate like fucking 8 donuts. That was my day's worth of carb and donuts.
And then what you did, because I remember us discussing this. So then you allocated that. Yeah.
I just did protein only meals for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
And you know, I had enough carbs from just the donuts, so I didn't really, that was some damage control that I did that made that work. And then I've been doing a cheat meal on the weekend because I like to go out and have a nice meal with my wife.
I think you should have at least one social event a week.
One a week. And then what I do on that day, instead of eating all 5 meals, I just do 3 clean meals and one cheat.
Meal off. Yep.
And then one big meal off. And then
those calories are less damage because it's not like you're compiling that on top of 4 meals. You're not replacing one meal with one huge meal. You're actually then taking the calories of 2 meals, and damage limitation is in effect. Yeah. And it is good because then you're actually more hungry for that meal as well.
Yeah, and you enjoy it more.
You enjoy it more because you're like, okay, well, I've only had 3 meals, so you know.
I like it. And then, you know, if you feel like you're hungry or you want more, you can have like maybe a scoop of whey protein to cap off the end of the night.
Yeah.
But that's how I do it. And that allows a little bit of damage control. And I also talk about how, like, dude, let's just say I've got 150, 200 grams of cooked white rice in a meal, and I end up having 2 Oreos. Well, guess what, dude? I just had 20 grams of carbs in Oreos, so I got to remove that from the rice that I'm going to have.
I've got a piss quickly. So
go for it.
Keep waffling about food. I'll be 1 second.
No, I'll just hold up till you get back.
Another question to answer? Feel free.
Oh shit, I can pee too.
I'm gonna eat while we're on.
I'm trying to not disturb anything here. Okay, yeah, I went ahead and took a piss too.
That's all good. Speaking of food, I am gonna eat while we're on, so I'm still gonna be talking. But
yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
You know, someone else mentioned in that post that I made, they were like, hey, what do you think about keeping fats really, really low and then driving the carbs higher to kind of satisfy some cravings or silence the food noise? And in my opinion,
we gotta make it worse.
That's like the worst thing you could do. You want fats present. Like you said, a ribeye steak, you know, heavier, fattier meals can help leave you satiated. Plus, coming out of the back of a contest prep, we're usually trying to recover our hormones, and we need like cholesterol-based animal fats. Like I don't think that's the right approach. I don't know.
If you just have super high carb, low fat, you're going to have these insulin rushes, and they're going to make you get really hungry, and you're going to want to go to the cupboard. Mm-hmm. And you're going to want to eat everything sugary. If you can have some fats alongside your meals, they're going to slow the digestion a little bit, and they're going to allow for blood sugar to stay more steady. So even if that's just something as small as I don't know, a few grams of almond butter, a couple of eggs, whatever it may be, just something to prevent that uptake of that, because you're going to be more sensitive post-show as well to the uptake. So the speed of which you go into those hypo states, if you have cream of rice and you've just done a show, give it 30 minutes and you're probably going to start feeling a bit funky. Dude. Whereas if you have actual rice or potatoes and you have something that has some fat in it with it, you're not going to feel that way.
Yeah. Well, I'll also say, like, coming out of a show, a lot of guys, what happens is they try to lock in and be perfect, and then they just end up falling off and binging because they're trying to be too perfect. A bit
too much. Because what happens is you just get to a point where you're like,
you just burn out.
You blow your mind. You're like, oh my God, I've just pushed too hard for too long.
So, like, if you want to do like one of your meals where you make it with, you know, a sourdough and do like a chicken sandwich or something, like something to have some variety in.
Sourdough?
Yeah, perfect. Have some variety in your meal so it doesn't feel monotonous. Have some fruits, have some bread, have some rice, potatoes, different protein sources, maybe a fattier steak, eggs, things that make you don't feel like you're still kind of locked in this like bodybuilding jail. Because
I would probably say as well, the thing is, if you've got to show ready and you've had an absence of fats in general, then I would revise your way if you got ready for that show. Because one thing I've done different this time versus previous preps.
I agree.
I used to take fat out because I was like, I don't want any fat because I want to get lean, and it's the biggest mistake.
I usually always keep, for my athletes and myself, I usually have one red meat meal that's still maintained, sometimes two. Yep. There's always like some avocado, there's some olive oil, maybe a whole egg, something, you know. Maintaining fats through a prep, I think, is super important. And if you ever done like a no fat diet, those are fucking horrible, man. You feel terrible.
They're the diets where my body looks the most stringy, flat, and I wonder where the hell my energy and muscles have gone.
Yeah, and it's the preps that you can't even get yourself off the couch because you're just completely cooked.
It takes 7 or 8 weeks to come out of that show and start binge eating before you even start feeling normal. And that's because, like I say, hormones are tanked. So don't underestimate that. We obviously filmed this podcast. And we could just pause and let this be edited. But I like to eat because I actually honestly like to show you the truth of what we do. This is bodybuilding. And if any of you in preparation and you got to eat, the truth of you, if you got to eat. So just don't hide from what it is. I don't ever want to pretend that it's squeaky clean and I can go 4 hours without eating because I actually can't. So if I was at a workplace, I'd honestly disappear to the toilet. Like I'd use the toilet as a hiding space to eat. I've done it so many times and I'll tell you to do the same. I'm just gonna finish this quickly.
Yeah, to be honest, man, I just feel like today I don't know, man. And we could probably edit this out, but I'm dealing with so much stress from this fucking project. And it's just like it's just getting to me, and I feel distracted. I don't even feel like myself. Do you ever feel like that?
Mate, I feel that a lot. I'm problematic. Yeah. I'm mentally a bit of a problem.
I get so in my own head. I'm like fucking worried about money and like finishing this project and my equipment orders and all this shit. Just like
I do the same, bro. I look at my bank account 100 times a day. And like, have I been paid yet? Have I been paid yet? Why have I not been paid yet? And all this shit. I'm like, I've got enough money, but I just still look.
I know. I hate to say it, but like today recording this, and I don't even care if this is on the podcast. That's normal stuff. I'm just like, I feel distracted. Like I can't even think about what we're doing here because I'm so focused. Like after this, I'm going to head to the building and have a meeting with my contractor, and I'm just so distracted and stressed out. Like I've got
pulling you into the end, not now, isn't it?
Yeah, man. I've got big deadlines going up, and like I just can't get myself to just detach and just be here for a fucking minute. And I think that's such hard. It's tough, man. It's fucking stressing me out.
I know the feeling, bro.
Yeah, but so for anybody who's watching this who maybe feels like I wasn't myself this podcast, I'm fucking stressed out. But I guess it's normal stuff. Everybody deals with it, but yeah, I struggle to be present sometimes.
It's at the end of the day, we all put pressure on ourselves to try and always perform to a certain level and standard, and perform meaning be here.
Yeah,
and unfortunately, it's just impossible to do all the time because there are things that are on our mind about what we're trying to prepare for. But that's what I say it's then being able to manage the things that you can that matter if you think about them or not. If you think about the thing or not, does it change anything? That's where you have to learn that control, isn't it? Because a lot of things that we think about aren't actually going to change. The event's happening. You're going to have this meeting. You're going to go to it. You're going to talk. It's going to happen how it's going to happen. You don't need to prepare.
I know.
But it is hard to sometimes do that. And I understand because I'm the same. I'm the same, dude.
Dude,
like I say,
Jasmine is so good at shutting things off. Like, if I try to talk about business at 7 p.m., she's like, hey, that's done. We're not talking about that. And
I think that's a unique skill in women, bro, because I definitely think Jannika's the same.
They can just shut it off. I'm like, how are you not stressing about this? Because it doesn't do any good. Because I'm a damn idiot. I'm a caveman who's stressing about something that no matter how much I think about it or worry about it, it doesn't change anything.
No.
Nothing changes.
And that's the thing, is that's the bit that's, does thinking about something have an effect on what it's going to be as an outcome? If it doesn't, then it's a waste of our energy.
I know. I got to work on it because I'm pulled there. I'm thinking about it right now. I'm like, dude, what am I doing?
It's because you care.
Yeah. Well, you know what, dude? I and you can probably relate to this because now you have a family and you have your wife and your daughter. I need this to succeed because I want to provide for my family. I want to provide for my wife. I want to make sure that I'm a good provider because I'm kind of going liquid on this project. And like, if somehow this just doesn't work out, then like, I feel like I failed. And like, this is important to me as a man because I want to make sure that I have a certain level of success. I can provide a certain quality of life for my wife, for myself. It just feels like a lot of pressure sometimes.
Take a moment for yourself. Unlock your jaw and breathe. Do that for yourself now, Justin. Just don't think for a second. It's okay to have that moment of silence.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to all be go, go, go. And that's key, man. And you got to do that every so often when it gets a little bit like that. And you're like, man, things are too much. Like Haley's crying in the background now. Bless Jannika, I can hear her downstairs.
Yeah.
And I just do the same. Self-care. Self-care, man. Yeah. Got to do it sometimes.
I feel better. Thank you, man. I feel better even just...
You're my friend, man. Everyone can see this. I love Justin. And that's why you drink decaf and you... Well, you're not drinking decaf.
No, I'm getting amped up for this meeting I got going on. No, I think it just vocalizing it, I feel a little bit better. But I felt just distracted this whole time we're recording, and I'm just thinking, why am I even?
It's life, bro. It's life. Don't worry. And we speak on here to distract people from their stresses.
Yeah. You're right.
And then you need to do the same later. You find something that you can sit and listen to. Or watch and find that little bit of solace and that little bit of tranquility as well. Like, that's the whole point of one thing humans can offer each other is a little bit of that. And it can be small or it can be large. And like I say, get this meeting done today. Do the talks you have to do. Give yourself some time later, you and Jasmine.
It's
perfect. There's a reason people do it.
I don't know why that, for me, like when my clients are stressed out and like in their preps, I'm like, I'm serious. Just go outside, walk in the grass barefoot, lay down in the grass underneath a tree and just like try to take a nap. Just fucking relax.
We're here to build a community and the community needs to grow together. And that comes from an effort on all fronts, from us to you to us. So just don't be afraid of having a question. And if it's something personal, we don't have to mention names. Like we're happy to dive into stuff like we just did there for a second about ourselves. That's the kind of people that we are. And again, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to lift each other up. And that includes you guys.
Yeah. So even direct message us if you want us to talk about something or, just that, even I'll say this, and I've had conversations with people who are struggling, who are having issues, bodybuilding, life, everything is really fucking hard. So if you feel like, James and I are people that you look up to and you want to have a conversation, I mean, our direct messages are always open. I've chatted with plenty of people when they're struggling or when they're happy and they want to just, talk about bodybuilding.
Absolutely.
Engage,
Absolutely.
That's what we're here for.
But yeah, go check us out. You've got the official Instagram page now. So go there for little updates on reels and stuff. We'll put some personalized content on there. Check us out on YouTube because we have the highlights of the episodes on there, which go through a lot of the discussions we have, maybe, some of the highlighted points from that, the more common discussed things, but full episodes is where it's up because then you can listen to the entire thing. And that is at the ifbbama.org. And listen, gets you off of YouTube, so you won't be scrolling through loads of random content. It gets you into a specific place where you can just watch the content and not get too carried away with swipe. Even though there is loads of good content on there, but it's all based towards your passion of bodybuilding. So do check it out.
All right, guys. Well, thanks
Oh yeah,
again, James. Love you,
Justin.
brother.
Wait. One before we go, if you want to save on Raw, what do you use, Justin?
Oh yeah, Raw Code Shier, RP Strength. You can use Code Shier anywhere you find me.
And then on Gasp, this is Gasp. You want to use James 15 or Better Bodies. And then on ESN UK or ESN Europe, you can use the code SHED. And that's it, guys. Thank you. Use those codes if you want, because they help us help you, because then it means we can put more effort into the things we do. So appreciate you guys.
Right.
God bless you all. Have a great evening. And you have a great day, Justin. And we'll catch up
you
on
as
the
well,
next
brother. Love you all. Peace.
Peace.